Hello and welcome to part 2 of this series where I try out some operating systems on this old PC. If you missed part 1, I would recommend checking it out. It is linked in the corner and the description below. If you want a quick summary though, here is what happened previously. I downloaded a few operating systems and made installation media for each of them. I tried out Windows 98 first, which proved to be lots of fun and paired very well with this old PC. But when it came to installing other operating systems though, I discovered that the PC just could not boot from USB, and despite trying other methods such as Plot Boot Manager, I kept running into problems when trying to boot USB installation media. This meant I had to burn the installation media for each operating system onto individual DVDs. Thankfully this worked and allowed me to install Windows 8 Developer Preview. Despite releasing in 2011 and being nearly a decade newer than the PC, it installed successfully and was somewhat usable to my surprise. But inevitably I ran into issues with drivers and overall performance because the operating system was simply too new for the early 2000s hardware. And this brings us to the beginning of part 2, where I'll be trying some Linux distros on this PC. Hope you enjoy. To begin with, here is Ubuntu 10.04.4 LTS for 32-bit systems, released in 2010. Let's turn the PC on, get it inserted. Well, I'll have to press F8 first. Let's get it inserted into the DVD drive. And now, select CD-ROM. Should just be able to boot from it. Just ejecting this USB drive that I left plugged in as well. I don't need it in. Okay, so yeah, this is the first Linux distro that I'm trying. And this is Ubuntu 10.04, which I already said a second ago, but anyway. Yeah, this is from 2010. This version, so it's a 15-year-old version of Ubuntu, but it should actually run, I hope. Don't think it needs like SSE 2 or 3 or whatever modern CPU requirements are. The good thing about this and many Linux distros is you can boot them directly off the CD without having to actually install the operating system, which is pretty cool. So depending on what happens, I might install this, or I might just run it directly off the CD. But yeah, well, some glitchiness, but we have a mouse at least. Yeah, here we go. It says you can try Ubuntu 10.04.4 LTS from the CD without making changes, or you can install it, but I think for now I'm going to just press try. Oh. Whoa. Well, that was a sound. Can you please focus? This camera. Right. Okay, there we go. I should mention, I've never used a Linux distro before. This is my first time using any Linux distro on a physical PC. Most Linux users watching this might get a bit annoyed at my complete lack of knowledge, but anyway. Let's just have a look around, I guess. So, yeah, I'm running this directly off the disk, so it's not going to be the fastest, but, yeah, we can... Okay, so we've got a calculator, just like every operating system. And yeah, that works, great. Yeah, you can look at disk usage analyzer. Of course, it's at 100% because, well, it's running directly off the DVD, so... oh, restricted drivers available. You can enable drivers which are not free software. Oh wow, okay. But shall I activate it? I mean, I could try. It's download. Oh, well, that's not going to work. It's because no internet. Oh well. We've got no internet because the Wi-Fi adapter is only compatible with Windows and Mac. So yeah, I won't be getting any internet, and people will ask me to connect to Ethernet cable. But I don't have a long enough Ethernet cable to go from the only router we have in the house downstairs all the way up the stairs into my room. We just don't have a long enough cable for that. So yeah, basically internet's not really going to be possible. But oh yeah, I've still got it set to 2011. I forgot. Oh well, that's fine. I'll probably fix that in a bit. I should have also confirmed Linux for Human Beings. Yet released April 2010. So yeah, this is a 15-year-old version of Ubuntu. It's actually running quite smoothly here, to be fair. Like, considering I haven't installed any drivers or anything, like this is running off the installation DVD and it's not too bad. What's in examples? Oh, we've actually got trigonometric functions. I wonder what that's like. Okay, we've got OpenOffice. It's like Microsoft Word, but for Linux. Wow. Isn't that exciting? Maths. Let's just close that. I suppose I should check out some of the games. Let's do Mahjong. Do we get any sound? Don't think we do. There's a full screen option though. Okay. I guess I'll try and play this for a minute. Okay. Ah, that will work. Because it's right there. And that. And that. Okay. That's pretty good. I do enjoy Mahjong every now and then. Just one of those kind of puzzle games, I guess. Oh, there's even an Ubuntu piece. That's nice. I mean, I imagine this is quite lightweight. It's running just fine. It's just Mahjong. Oh, Alt-Tab works. Just had to load. I can switch back over to the spreadsheet. I'm just going to close that. Jeez. I'm also just going to leave full screen. Is there a task manager we can look at? System monitor. Okay. 205 megabytes of RAM being used. That's pretty good. 10 megabytes of CPU. No, 10% of the CPU being used. That's all right as well. I just drag this in the corner. Yeah, okay. The CPU does hit full load when I'm dragging a window, but yeah, just playing Mahjong here is not really going to use much of the resources or anything. Yeah. Let's try and find something more intensive, if there's anything. Oh, there's is this Minesweeper? Oh, yes, it is. Okay. Right. Yeah, this is Minesweeper. And, yeah, perfect. Yeah, this is about my average Minesweeper experience. Hitting, landing on mines every time. Damn it, no, I meant to click that one. Oh well. What's the biggest game I can make? That's even possible. Custom. Let's do... Yeah, let's do that many. Okay, it only goes up to... Oh no. Oh. And the number of mines. Let's do... yeah, 999. I think I broke it. Oh no, it's working. Okay. How many mines is this? I don't even think I can see. Okay, maybe that's too many mines. Jesus. Right, let's close. Quick. I was reading the disk again. Okay. Thank goodness for that. Wow. Yeah, that completely maxed out the CPU there. Right, moving on to something else. Graphics. Okay. Oh, there's drawing. That's perfect. I say that, but I'm terrible at drawing, but whatever. Yeah, I can make some shapes. Ah, that's a diamond, or, well, rotated square, nice. Oh, I can make a cube. Brilliant. I like fill the whole screen with it. Oh yes. Yeah, that's not the greatest performance, but oh well. Freeform line, perfect. Yeah, this is certainly art. Totally. No idea what I'm doing here, but there we go. Okay, can you stop? Oh, okay, it's stuck like that. Right, I think I'm going to close this now. Yeah, why is that just stuck selected? Oh well. Right, let's close. No, I don't want to save. Won't be able to anyway because this is a live CD. What about is this Tetris? Oh, it is. It's just Tetris. Running quite poorly, but there we go. I'm not really that great with Tetris, so let's see if I can slide this. No, I did that wrong. Okay. Well, I've already majorly screwed this up. Yeah, the delay does not help. Is this gonna be a line? Yes. Okay. Oh, I may have fixed it actually. Hang on. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm gonna stop for now. To be fair, again, considering Obviously, a lot of Linux distros are literally free to use. Like Ubuntu seems pretty good, like as like a lightweight operating system for like older hardware. Like this is a 2010 operating system, and I mean, if I had the right drivers installed, then maybe I'd be able to do more with it. Like there'd be better graphical performance and stuff. What other things are in the examples? Logos. Okay, so now we can use the photo viewer. Oh yeah, that works. We can look at a PNG at least. Cool. There's also a Word document. Okay, so this just goes through the different versions of Ubuntu that exist. Nice low quality logos, but whatever. Can I type in this, I guess? Edit file. Cannot be edited, possibly due to missing access. Okay, let's edit a copy. But yeah, I mean, I can do word processing. Oh wait, is this... No way, is this Clippy? Is this like Clippy or something? What's this? That was awfully reminiscent of Clippy. Wow. Let's just close help. It just looked like a modern day Clippy or something. That was funny. I think I'll just leave it at that works. This isn't going to work. I'm not going to be able to save it because I'm running off a live CD. Hang on. Where is it? Wait, saving? Wait, that actually worked? Okay, this must be a RAM disk then. I'm going to guess it's like a RAM disk and it like temporarily stores stuff in there, and then this will probably just disappear once I turned off the computer. I'll just leave this here, that works. I suppose we can look in the root directory. So yeah, desktop. It's kind of just like Windows, it just looks a bit different. Do we have any sample music? Although actually, the examples, we have something from Aesop's Fables apparently.
This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain.
Well, that's a thing. Well, no, it just froze. It's actually just froze. I paused it and it froze. Oh, it's not responding. Yep, forced quit. Let's try it again. Hang on. Are there any different visualizers you can set? Or is it just this one? Oh yeah, you can. Okay. What's this? Wow, that looks great. What are the other ones? Scope. Ah, okay. You got simple ones like that as well. Just touch
Saw
back
some
up so we
fine
can hear
bunches
it.
of grapes hanging from a vine that was trained along a high trellis, and did his best to reach them by jumping as high as he could into.
Beautiful. There's also... What's this? Is this a video? Oh, it is. Well, I can play videos. Cool. And what's this? To be fair, it is pretty cool that all of this entire operating system is running off a DVD. Obviously, you're not going to be able to save anything. Like, it's better to install it to the internal drive, but it's cool that you can still do this. I'm going to close this now. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to do anything with Firefox because I can't get this connected to the internet, unfortunately. But okay, well, it does at least try to open. I think what I should do is, if I take the... I've ejected the Wi-Fi adapter. If I plug it into a front USB port instead of one on the PCI card, it might recognise it. On the box, though, it does say it's only compatible with Windows and Mac, so yeah, nothing's really coming up. There's no green light lighting up either. Could plug in the USB drive, maybe? I'll try plugging in this pink one. Looks a bit orange on camera, but yeah. This is the one that had the Windows 98 floppy on it. Oh, yeah. It's even recognising USB devices then, that's pretty good. If I just eject it, and put it in a USB slot on the PCI card, I wonder if it'll recognise it through that as well. Maybe not. Okay, it actually does, that's good. So USB also works, that's great. Okay. Right, I'll eject it again. Yeah, honestly, Ubuntu 10.04 haven't really got time at the moment to do like a full install and try and get like loads of stuff set up for it. But like this is my first proper taste of Linux in my life, and honestly, despite this being 15 years old and using it on a 2003 computer, I'm actually liking this. This is pretty cool. Definitely seems like a perfectly usable operating system. Yeah, I mean, I would try this, but again, it's not going to work without internet, is it? So, oh, it is actually showing me stuff, but again, it's going to want me to download from the internet, I imagine. Maybe at some point I could do a full install, maybe of like an even newer version of Ubuntu on this PC. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, this is pretty good, I think. I think now might be a good time to move on to the next operating system. Let's just shut down. Yeah. Next one to try will be Linux Lite 2.2 32-bit. Oh, it's just ejected the disk, and it's threw up a bunch of I/O errors. Okay, I think the system's actually hung here as well. So if I press enter, maybe. Oh, it will now. Oh, okay. Oh, and now it's turned off. All right. So yeah, that's Ubuntu done. Let's move on now to yeah, Linux Lite, which I will now put in. Get the CD or DVD in this case into the drive, and then we'll boot from it. Alright, let's select CD-ROM. Yep, straight away. That was quick, just instantly appeared. Let's do Start Linux Lite first. So this is Linux Lite 2.2. I think this is from 2014, and I think 3.8 is the latest version that supports 32-bit processors, but that only came out like 4 years ago, and I just doubt it would really work very well on this PC. So that's why I've gone with 2.2 instead from 2014. There we go. Okay. Mouse cursor is certainly lagging a bit, but here we are. This is the Linux Lite desktop. Welcome to Linux Lite. Nice, okay. It's saying there's no network connections. I could try plugging in the USB wireless adapter, but I doubt it's going to actually do anything. You can see, just like Ubuntu, this is a live CD, so you can just run it directly off the CD like this. So what do we have then? Got plenty of things, actually. Oh, wow. Okay, this is everything all at once, so let's look at one thing at a time. So obviously you've got your settings. Yeah, just the typical whatever. Take a screenshot. Yeah, let's do that, why not? Oh, well, that worked. Imagine it's only going to save to like whatever the RAM disk is. And there's a text editor, of course, which is basically just like Notepad. So could save this as well if I wanted to. Let's just call it I. Please select a folder. Desktop, I guess. And there it is. Okay, nice. And yeah, cool. This is more reminiscent of Windows, with the buttons being over there. The time and the icons are all in the corner. You've got the quick launch toolbar and the start menu, or just the menu as it's called. But yeah, moving on to the games. We have Steam, interestingly, but that's just not going to work here because I don't have the internet set up, and I can't get it set up with the hardware I've got. But anyway, graphics, yeah, we've got an image editor, an image viewer, scanner. I guess I can go in the image editor and mess around for a sec. I've noticed the time is incorrect. That's probably just the time zone being wrong, but that's fine. And this is GIMP 2.8. Okay. I've never really used GIMP before, but I know it exists, and from what I've heard, it's quite popular for like Linux users. But you can use it on Windows as well. Yeah, create a new image. Yeah, that works. Yeah. You can use airbrushes as well, which is great. Something I used to do a lot in MS Paint on XP years ago. There's actually loads of different... What is this? Wow. Like sparkles or something. This is like pure art. This is great. What is that? Pepper. Why? What's the point of that? I mean, it's funny, I guess. Let's put the size all the way up. Oh yeah, this is I think I'm going to save this. This is perfect. In fact, if I plug in a USB drive, let's just minimize real quick. Oh yeah, there it is right there. Oh, failed to mount. Oh, now it's mounted. Okay. Now let's save. Let's just call it peak. Peak.xcf. Can I save it as anything other than... Yeah, let's export this as a PNG as well. Perfect. Yeah, that works. So now if I close this, if I go into here, yeah, there it is. Pure art at its finest. Really low quality JPEG peppers. This is awful. Let's just move on. That's basically all that code. I haven't got a scanner to try. Internet I can't do, unfortunately. We do have VLC Media Player. Not sure if that was on Ubuntu. And yeah, of course, you can do presentations and spreadsheets and Word documents. Thinking about it, like all these different Linux distros, considering how lightweight, like this is from 2014. And despite just running off a live CD without being installed, it's running better than Windows 8 Developer Preview did. But yeah, this looks exactly like Microsoft Excel. Not even going to bother doing anything in it other than just making everything yellow for some reason. Spreadsheets are boring, but I mean I could probably make a great PowerPoint of some kind. Ah yes, click to add title. Yes, Linux Lite, and then yeah, new slide. Can I add like? Might be able to add an image actually. If I gallery, what's this? Oh no, it's a bunch of clip art. Lovely. Yeah. Now I need a screenshot to go with this. Insert image from file. Oh yeah, let's get one for the 3D Mark. Score. Why not? And here it is, very small. Wait, where did my arrow go? Hang on, let's get it back. There we go. Let's make it massive so we can actually see the score. Oh my god, that's lagging everything quite bad, but now perfect. Now is it F5 full screen maybe? Yeah, it is. Okay, so yeah, Linux Lite. Very amazing graphic design here. It's my passion. And then yeah, perfect. And that's the PowerPoint. I'm genuinely having quite a lot of fun with these different operating systems, like these Linux ones, despite not even having to install them, like just running them off the CD or DVD in this case. They're very usable, like even on a 2003 PC, like I can see why you guys in the comments recommended all of these. There were obviously silly recommendations like Windows 10 a bunch of times and Ubuntu 25, but still, I mean, maybe they would work with some, with a lot of tweaks, but yeah, again, you can see, despite this being a 2014 operating system, it's using 23% of the RAM, so that's basically 230 megabytes. And yeah, it's not using much CPU right now while it's idle. And yeah, it's quite stable as well, and I haven't got any drivers installed or anything. Like, this is just running as it is. I really should like mess around with Linux more often, because I just don't really. Just never really got around to it, but now, again, this video has been a perfect time to do that. It looks like it has picked up, yeah, NVIDIA Enforce audio. Okay, so it looks like this does have drivers for everything out of the box, which is awesome. I guess, except for the USB wireless adapter. Oh well. I'm not really too bothered about getting on the internet with these. I'm kind of just running through these different operating systems to see like what I can do with them, like for a brief amount of time. I should also mention in the corner, I've noticed there's these different workspaces, and this is kind of like what Windows has had since Windows 10, I believe, where if I just open Firefox here, I know it's not going to work because I'm not connected to the internet, but so yeah, if you can see I've got this, you can see when I'm dragging it around, it shows up in that workspace. If I switch over to here, it disappears, and then you can run a separate set of windows. You could open like a bunch of different windows here. And there's a Linux terminal. I'm not even going to bother trying to use it because I have no bloody clue. There we go, there's 3 different windows open here. And then if I switch here, completely separate workspace, which is pretty cool. I could see how much this is using, the RAM. Still not too bad. CPU again, seeing definitely some utilization, but yeah, switching between them, it does use a lot of the CPU, but yeah, it's a pretty cool feature, I think. Obviously on Windows you can add more than just 2 workspaces. Maybe you can do that here if I right click. Workspace settings. Oh yeah, you can have more. Oh wow, okay, I pressed and held for a bit too long and now I've made 33. Yeah, let's put that down. Let's just put it to 3. Okay. Alright, yeah, let's just settle with that. And, oh, it looks like when you put it to 1 workspace, it actually combines all the windows, well, back into just 1 workspace, which helps. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Again, it's very functional. Well, I'm just going to eject the USB drive. There we go. Yeah, I think that's just about it, really, for this. Just a quick little demo. I do kind of like this as well. Again, seems like a pretty good operating system for old PCs like this. It is a shame I can't get the internet to work on these, because obviously, again, can't use Ethernet because of the way the internet's set up in this house. Yeah, I think that's about it for Linux Lite 2.2. I think... Oh, yeah, there's a lock screen. What does that look like? That's about it, really. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty much finished with this anyway, so I think what I'll do now is shut down. And is it going to power off straight away? Oh, there we go. Spat the disk out. Just put that back in. It's probably just stuck. So I guess I'll just force power off. And there we go. So yeah, that is that's Linux Lite 2.2. Moving on, this is a different one. This is Q4 OS. I think this one is actually an install CD. There were no 32-bit live CDs, so this is an install CD instead. So I will have to install this, but that's okay. Let's get it into the system. Another operating system I've never used in my life. Okay. So let's just do, I guess, classic install. Choose a language to be used. Let's do English, of course. Let's do United Kingdom, British English, detecting hardware. Okay. Hopefully it'll automatically sort out partition stuff. I won't have to worry about that because, well, don't really know how partition crap works with Linux, really. Worst comes to worst, I can just look up a quick guide on how to install this. Detecting network hardware, well, there's not really any, but there we go. Alright, set up users and passwords. So a user account will be created for you to use instead of the root account. Okay, let's just put Jake. A username, yeah, that works. Password, let's just continue. Again, just continue. You've entered an empty password, which is not allowed. Okay, well, let's just put 1, I guess. And then 1. It's loading more components. Starting up the partitioner. Okay. Obviously, I will have to wipe the SSD. So the installer can guide you through partitioning a disk using different standard schemes, or if you prefer, you can do it manually. Okay. I'll just do that, I guess. So all data on the disk will be erased, but not before you've confirmed you really want to make changes. So yeah, let's do that. Because yeah, I don't really care about the Windows 8 installation, that's fine. Okay, so this is an overview of your currently configured partitions and mount points. That looks fine, I think. Let's just finish. Warning, this will destroy all data on any partitions you've removed, as well as on the partitions that are going to be formatted. That makes sense. Let's begin. Okay, now it's creating ext4 file system. Yeah, I'm only really familiar with like FAT and NTFS and things like that, and that's like Windows. 99% of the time, the operating systems that I've used in my life has just been Windows or Android. So yeah, Android's the only real version of Linux I've ever used in my life. That's not really a desktop operating system, although that will become relevant to this video a bit later, but that's later. Right, we're already 33% in after just a minute of waiting. So yeah, this hopefully won't take too long. Oh, and it's ejected the disk, so there it is right there. And yeah, half an hour later, I think it is complete. So time to boot into a new system. Make sure to remove installation media, and yeah, let's continue. Right. Disk drive's gone back in, and now the system's restarting. Ah, nice. Okay. Oh, okay, it's loading straight into it. Cool. Let's see what it does, if anything. Oh wow, that is certainly a Linux screen if I've ever seen one. Or I should say a verbose screen. Fonts changed suddenly. Resolution's changed now. Okay. Now we've got a desktop. Nice. Oh. And there we go. So yeah, my username was Jake, and then password was just 1. Yeah. Login. Login failed. Okay. It needs to be a small j. There we go. Okay. You may want to enlarge text and widget size to improve readability. Okay. Not too bothered really. Yeah, this is fine. Just do that, whatever. What resolution is this? 1024 by 768. Okay. Default language, English, British. Oh, you need an active internet link. Okay. Would you like to install? I guess we can try. Failed. Yeah, okay. Please check internet connection. That's fine. I mean, if it goes with English, like American, then that's fine. Setup is finished. No desktop profile has been applied. It's highly recommended to run Desktop Profiler and apply one of available profiles as soon as possible. Now we just wait for it to boot. I do notice, since using these different versions of Linux, the screen seems to like flicker whenever something happens. Not sure if that's something to do with this PC, but anyway, here we are. This is Q4 OS Aquarius with the Trinity desktop, and yeah, it's version 5.8 32-bit, and I believe it is from 2025. Like, this is literally a brand new operating system technically. Yeah, let's look at hardware info. Oh. It was just playing a startup sound very quietly. Yeah, here we are. So again, yeah, it's detected the main board, the CPU, the graphics and everything. Awesome. We can look at more details. Yeah, we're only using 35% of the RAM right now. That's not bad. It did say it only needs 256 megabytes of RAM minimum, so yeah, that sounds about right. It seems to be running all right. These buttons look even more like Windows. Yeah. Kind of just looks a bit like Windows 7. Oh wow, okay. The start menu is like XP, I guess. Definitely quite reminiscent. I think this is the most Windows looking one of the lot so far. But yeah, you can see we have no documents yet. At the very least, since this isn't a live CD or DVD, we can actually store stuff on here. Like, we can do whatever we want now. So yeah, I can create a new HTML file. Let's call it web page. Yeah. And then if we edit as system admin, that's fine. There we go. Okay, let's just type save, and now if I open it, oh, I may have forgotten how HTML works. Let's try that. Will that work? Oh yeah, there we go. Although I didn't actually need the brackets and stuff at the start and end, but the title worked, and well, that works as well. So whatever, that I'll just leave it as that. Can we? Okay, there's no sound that plays, but looks like it's set our date to the 6th of March 2025, which is the build date of this, I believe. Or maybe it's the earliest supported date and it's just done it automatically. Don't know. But got a control panel. Yeah, this really does look very Windows-y, but that could be something to do with I think KDE. That's the kind of environment that this is based on. I know nothing about any of that. I just know of it, I guess. System bell. Wait, system bell. Is that like? Wow. Beautiful. I can't even hear that, wow. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I'll just turn that back off. System notifications. Oh. Oh, you can, okay. There are sounds. Let's just not have it set too loud. Wow. Okay. Alright. Let's look at something else. So what we've got in applications, programs, accessories, development, yeah, okay. No idea what that is, but okay. Internet, we do have a web browser. Again, as I keep saying, I could try the USB wireless adapter, plug that into the front. I don't know if it's going to recognize it, probably not. Does it recognize USB devices though? Let's see. And yeah, there it is. A new medium has been detected. Let's just open, yeah. Yep, there we go. Now I can look at the art. Yeah, this is what I created on the live CD for, I think it was Linux Lite. Yeah, beautiful. This is actually opened in the web browser, Conqueror. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I'm just going to eject this. Let's safely remove. And now it's ejected. Right, what else is in here? So we've got, in the settings, yeah, I already looked at this. System, just a bunch of system stuff, yep. There's a lot in here, to be fair. Yeah, calculator, of course. Yeah. Yes, it works. Brilliant. In editors, yeah, we've got just text editors where you can just obviously do, well, what you do in Notepad, I guess. Just, yeah, save it in desktop. And yeah, there it is. It's kind of falling off the screen. Hang on. Just, there we go. And there it is. Cool. Just the usual stuff, really, you'd see in any operating system. Print jobs, can't test that because I don't have a printer connected. Yeah, that's all the accessories. Auto start, nothing. I guess that's good. Games, nothing, sadly, but I guess the whole purpose of this is to customize this how you'd want it. There's obviously a terminal program, which I don't know how to use. Help, I guess. Yeah, I don't know my way around the Linux terminal, so yeah, I'm just going to ignore this. Leave that to the pros who know what they're doing. Yeah, in settings, yeah, this is all just, yeah, typical whatever. There's a theme manager. Oh, okay. Oh wow, there's all sorts of different themes included. That's nice. Oh wow, okay. There's a Windows theme. Let's apply it. That is literally just Windows 2000 or Windows 98 or whatever. That's pretty cool, actually. It actually runs even smoother, I think. Yeah. There's other themes here. That is certainly a theme. Wow. High contrast, of course. These all look pretty cool, but I'll probably just put it back to the default for now. Slowly applying. There we go. Okay. There's screensavers as well. Don't think there'd be any included, but oh no, there is. Like test. It's a clock. Yeah, okay. Also, this. Great. And then virtual machine, which is, that's pretty cool, I guess. Then there's science, which is definitely, oh, I mean, if it did work, I think this is like a callback to an old Windows 98 screensaver. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Aquarium, or ASCII aquarium, as it's called. That is pretty cool, actually. I like that. There's other ones here. These are pretty cool. I imagine the other Linux operating systems I tried earlier, they probably had their own screensavers and I forgot to check them out, but oh well. Oh yeah, this is a classic from well, from the 90s. I think it was called Mystify in Windows. Then there's Lines, which is just lines. Yeah, that's about it really. And then there's Blob, which cool, I guess. Banners and pictures. I can customize that to say anything if I want, but yeah, that's not configured, so whatever. And then slideshow. Oh, it's actually got some sample pictures. Okay. Huh. Oh, so there are sample pictures somewhere, but where are they stored? Would be interesting to find them. Background. Oh yeah. Just go through these all. Okay, they're all default. They're all default images. I see. Okay. That's pretty cool. And that's it. Okay. Maybe I'll go with. I think I'll go with this one. Looks pretty cool. Although, there we go. Now it's applied. Nice. I think that's about it really. For this. Well, for Q4 OS. I think it's now time to move on to the next one, which is Haiku OS. So let's turn this off. Let's do a shutdown. Lovely shutdown sound. See how fast it shuts down. Oh, there we go. That was that. Moving on to the second to last operating system I want to try out, and that is Haiku OS R1 Beta 5, which is also the newest version of it that exists. Well, the x86 version, or 32-bit. Can't do 64-bit, of course. Right, let's boot from CD. So yeah, I mean, this is also not a live CD, so I will be having to overwrite the Q4 OS installation we just did, but that's okay. And there it is, starting up. Haiku OS. Or just Haiku, whatever it's called. Has been stuck here for a little while. Well, it's not reading from the DVD drive or the SSD, but it might just be processing in the background for a few minutes. I wonder if it's froze completely. Yeah, I had to turn the computer off because it froze twice when trying to start. So, looking online, turns out you can hold Shift while booting and it should open bootloader options. So I'll just wait for it. I'll hold Shift. It's like while it's starting. Don't think it worked. Well, it looks like it froze here again, and I can tell it's froze completely because I can't even eject the CD drive. So yeah, let's just power it off again. Might not have worked because I wasn't holding Shift before the CD booted. So let's do that now. I'm holding Shift now. That's supposed to bring up the bootloader options. Is it going to do it, or... There we go. Okay. So, yeah, it needs to do safe mode, and then try this. From what I've seen online, enabling this should help. Yeah, let's continue, see what happens. Might work this time. That might have been what was causing it to freeze before. If not, then I'll just try some other options. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was it. That's all I had to do. We're running at 1024 by 768 resolution. Nice smooth mouse movement as well. Thank you for trying out Haiku. We hope you like it. Let's go with English, and it might ask me to install this from the internet, but let's just set it to UK anyway. Oh, I can try it. I assume this was just an installation disk, but I guess we'll try it. I thought I had to install this, but I guess not. This is loading quite fast though. From my understanding, this is based on BOS, and I don't really know a whole lot about it besides watching a couple of videos about both these operating systems. Anyway. Oh yeah, this is just like a task manager, I guess. Wow, that's a lot of info. Let's ignore that. Let's go into Home. So yeah, this is just the File Explorer. This is a Haiku folder, kind of like what the Windows folder would be. And yeah, all the packages and stuff go in here. this is all just the system stuff, and then yeah, there's all the apps. There's quite a lot actually. Speaking of, might as well have a look at what we've got. Yeah, here's basically what is the start menu of sorts. Look at the about. I think this latest beta, this beta 5, was literally released in 2024. In fact, yeah, it tells you. And yeah, you can see this. I think this is using the least amount of RAM out of all these operating systems, just, besides Windows 98, using 17% of the RAM, and we've got 1 GB. So yeah, that's pretty good. Obviously, if I try visiting the website, that's not going to work. See the RAM filling up a little bit. Oh, your CPU is too old and does not support SSE2 extensions. Darn. Okay. Yeah, let's just terminate, I guess. So yeah, that is one thing with trying to run. Yeah, I know. That's one thing with trying to run anything modern on a PC this old. So I couldn't even browse the internet if we wanted to, but, well, at least without the right web browser. But in the applications, we've got loads. Okay. I'm not going to look at all of these right now, but yeah, you've got like activity monitor, which, yeah, that's basically just like a resource monitor, I guess. Yeah, windows do actually snap to the side of the screen. Okay. And yeah, calculator, of course, naturally. Yeah. And what's this in the corner? Oh, I forgot this is a feature of Haiku. You can have like, it's like desktop widgets. Yeah. Oh, that's resizing. Okay. That's, yeah, you can have like desktop widgets, I guess. You can do that by dragging just that icon in the corner. That's pretty cool, actually. Although I do want to get rid of it, so how do I do that? Let's remove. I guess they're called replicants. I should probably do that with this. Yeah, that's really helpful, actually. Huh. You can actually... Okay, you can scale the graphs. Nice. Yeah, that's kind of useful. I don't need another calculator, but yeah, having these on the desktop, just in the corner without them overlapping anything, that's pretty useful. Devices, I imagine, yeah, just shows a bunch of, well, devices. Bunch of Microsoft stuff, which makes sense. It is actually showing NVIDIA stuff, which is what we've got in here, in this PC. Yeah. That's all accurate, I guess. So it has got mostly the right drivers, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, drive setup. Yeah, that's basically just all of the drives that are connected to the system right now. I will see again, like, this recognizes if I plug in a USB drive. Recommended to mount it read-only to prevent unintentional data loss. Let's do read-only then. And yeah, we can look at the peak art that I made. Yeah, there it is, full screen. Well, this is just old at this point. I mean, it was from the start. Yeah, I can look at other screenshots I've taken as well. This is a random screenshot I took when this was running Windows XP, when I was setting up AirZonix. Okay, what's this? Slideshow. Well, it's not going to be a very good slideshow with just... Oh, never mind, it is actually going through each of the different screenshots I've taken. Yeah, if I just zoom in, yeah, these are the specs of the motherboard in this PC. So, yeah, pretty cool. And again, this was taken when I was using Windows XP before. Let's escape this somehow. Is it this? Yeah, there we go. Right. Yeah, I'll just leave all that. Let's look at... Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah, you can click on applications just to open it in a separate window. I guess that works, but I don't need to do that. I'll just open them as they are right here. Yeah, you've got a magnifier. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Nice. Yeah, it does use quite a lot of the CPU. If I close that, yeah, now it's down to 30%, but that's okay. We've got a media player as well. There might be something I can play. Maybe I could plug in another USB drive I've got that has music on. Just plug in this USB drive I've got here. Let's just mount it as read-only. Oh, there we go. Now it's reading everything. Just select some random BallisticNG music track. If I drag it here. Oh, it's working. Okay. Although I've got two at the same time, let's just close one. Well, the media player works. That's great. Right, let's close that for now. Let's move on to software updater, sound recorder. I don't have a microphone plugged in, so I can't try that. Of course, there's a terminal, obviously. I can type help at the very least. It's the only command I'll ever know. Can I, like... Okay, well that works. Great, I guess. So I know echo and help, and that's it. I know web positive is the web browser that I can't run. Wonderbrush, is this like a paint program? Oh yes it is, okay. Well, I've got to draw something here. Let's just, that's a 5 apparently, yep. Not even going to save this. Well, I might as well draw like a shape over this or something. There's a blur option. Oh, okay. Look at the CPU maxing out when I do this. Oh no. Is this word art? No, it's text. Let's just put, yeah, Haiku OS. And then put it here. Put it in like, I don't know, purple. Yeah, that looks great. Actually, shall we do, yeah, red? Or just bright green, yeah, because that looks brilliant. Can fill the background orange. Fill in the gaps. Yeah, perfect. Finally, let's finish off with, yeah, a rectangle. Covering everything. Yeah, that's brilliant. Now I'm just deleting random sections. Let's just quit this, I think. Let's discard. Not as good as the pepper art I made earlier. Let's now look at the demos. So there's chart. Oh, what's this? Ah, that's pretty cool. You can like test the CPU, and even this is putting it under maximum load. So yeah, draw bitmap seems to tank the frame rate, but direct window actually does a lot better. Okay. There's also free motion, so oh yeah. Cool. Clock is literally just a clock, obviously. Oh, you can have different skins. That's pretty cool. Ah, yeah, there's a B one as well. That makes sense because, you know, Haiku is based off BOS. And now it's back to... Oh yeah, I can have this on the desktop as well. I like that one. Let's put that in the corner there, even though we've already got a clock up there, but whatever. GLT pot. Oh yeah. This is... Oh wow, that's rendering beautifully. Again, the CPU under maximum load rendering a teapot. But that could just be because we couldn't load the proper graphics drivers. You can add a teapot. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to close that straight away. Oh Jesus. Let's open that again, but then this time maybe if we turn off filled polygons, might help it run a bit better. Nope. Wow. About lighting, let's turn that off. Z buffered, let's turn that off. That off. Let's just turn everything. It's still maxed out. Wow. Oh wait, I guess if I turn the lights off. No, it's still at maximum load. Maybe it's because it's running as fast as it possibly can. Yeah, that's that. I'm not going to keep this running in the background because it might actually overheat the CPU. Maybe it's because all the graphics acceleration is probably being done by the CPU right now. I don't know. There's Haiku 3D, which I guess is just, well, exactly what it is. Just Haiku 3D. This... Oh, this is like a random kind of pattern thing, I guess. I can save as an image. Is it different each time? Wow, look at it slowly draw with the mouse cursor turning into squares. Let's close that. Pairs, is that like... Oh, okay, it's one of these. It's just a matching game, that's it. Okay. I mean, I might as well do one of these. One round. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing much to this really, unless I turn the difficulty up, if that's possible. There we go. Yay, I did it. You complete the game in 34 clicks. Ah yeah, you can make a large one. Oh, never mind, it's the same, but just bigger. Okay, and then I can make it tiny. Brilliant. Oh, okay, there are bigger ones. There's an expert one here. But I'm not going to do that right now. That'll take too long. Oh, my brother started drumming in the background. I'm not sure if it's audible on the microphone. That's fine. Okay, what's pulse? Oh, it's like a CPU meter. Okay. And then Sudoku is exactly what that is, and I don't really remember how you play this. That makes sense to somebody. Right, let's move on. Let's close that. Right, let's move on to... Oh yeah, these applets, they're basically just like what would be up here. So yeah, power status. And there's no battery, so whatever. Launch box, which is kind of like a dock, I guess. Okay, so it gives you shortcuts to all of these. Okay, a show image would presumably show an image. I go into random PS3 screenshots here. Yeah, that does the job. It shows an image. This is the thumbnail for a previous stream, I believe. And then there's workspaces, but I'm pretty sure... What's that? Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, you can have workspaces in this as well, and you can have this as a replicant on the desktop. Yeah, I can have multiple workspaces open, which is pretty cool. And yeah, the installer, which I'm not actually going to run right now. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's basically Haiku OS. I think I'll now move on to the final operating system, finally, Android x86 2.2. Let's get on with that. Just gonna shut this down. Wow, that was like instantaneous. I've also just taken out the 2 USB drives that were plugged in. I will boot the system back up, eject the disk that's in, which is the Haiku OS one, and I'll put in the Android one. I will just go on the boot menu so it doesn't try loading the currently installed operating system. And now if I select CD-ROM, it should just start loading from the... there we go. Yeah, I'll just select live CD. Let's just do that. And it should start loading into Android 2.2. Hang on. No support for this CPU vendor. And then it says detecting Android x86, which is on the CD, so... Is it stuck here? Just Control-Delete a minute. I might not actually be able to use this then, if it's not supported. Oh, live CD VESA mode, maybe I should try that. Nah, it's done the same thing. And it's not reading from the CD anymore, so I think it's completely stuck here. I mean, I could wait a minute for one. Again, considering it says no support for this CPU vendor, then yeah. Alright, jump cut, because I've just had an idea during editing. Why don't I just try on the iMedia PC? Could just try Android on there, maybe? See if that works. Okay, everything's plugged in, so just turn it on. I think it's F12, yeah, there we go. Ah yeah, you'll notice a new monitor as well, because I recently got a Packard Bell monitor to fit in with everything, which is cool. But anyway, let's get the Android disk in and see if it will boot it. My guess is it might work better than it did on the iConnect PC here, because the iMedia PC has a Pentium 4 with SSE 2 and 3, so it might work better. Let's see. Alright. Okay. I'll just try the first option here. I won't install it. See what it does. Alright, well that's better already. Right, well, will we see the boot up screen? That disk drive certainly is noisy, to say the least. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. So this is a 2004 Packard Bell PC, albeit with a Dell Dimension motherboard, because I had to replace the motherboard, but yeah, that is running. Well, it's booting Android off a CD anyway. Will we make it to the lock screen? Yes. Does the mouse work? Yes. I'll just get the camera set up on a tripod and I'll, I guess, use it for a few minutes. So, I will turn on the speakers because I've got to do that. I don't know if we're going to get any sound, but yeah. It's a bit strange seeing Android on a PC like this, but I'll just go into the settings and confirm. I can actually scroll. About phone. Odd. Yeah, this is Android 2.2.1 x86. I think this is like Android Froyo. I think that's what this is based on. You can see the status. So yeah, battery level 100%, probably because it's plugged in. It's not actually using a battery. Okay. Oh, right click is back. That's interesting, but there's actually a tutorial. Oh, well, that's happened. The settings stopped and lagged the entire system. Let's open it again. Did we get any sound? Turn the speakers up a lot and I'm not hearing anything, so I'm guessing the sound doesn't work, but not a problem. You can still mess around. What ringtones do we even have? Oh, it's just silent, okay. Well, we can look at some stuff. Obviously, App Store's not going to work. Don't have the web configured on here. Does the keyboard work? Oh my god, that's massive, but if I just type like Google, for example. That is not what I typed. Okay, the sound does work. So we are getting something, but it keeps entering it as whatever this is. Can't read that, so let's just go back. We do get an Android tutorial here. Touch the launcher icon. I've done that. Drag apps to your home screen. I guess we could try that if I just put email. If I click and drag. Can I even... Okay, pressing the scroll wheel brings up this. Just a notification tab. What resolution is this, actually? Out of curiosity. Oh, it is running at native 1024x768, so that's good. Can't seem to click and drag. Oh, now I can. Okay. Just put it out on the home screen. Touch and hold an app until it vibrates. Well, I wouldn't really want the whole PC to vibrate, like a phone, but rearrange your home screen. Yeah, we can do that. Remove items, yes, that works. Of course. Multiple home screens, okay. Oh, there's actually music widget. And okay, half of it's just empty. Can we add widgets? What do we have? Analog clock, yeah, we can add that. Yeah, that works. That is the correct time. We can add wallpapers. What wallpapers do we have? Oh, there's live ones. Oh, shall we look? Oh yeah, the Nexus one. How well does it work? Not very well, clearly. Let's go back. Polar clock. Oh, this works at least. Grass. Yeah, there's no like proper graphical acceleration here, so that's why the performance is so bad. If I just go to normal wallpapers, okay. I'm guessing these are all standard Android 2.2 wallpapers. They all work pretty good. I'll just go with this one. That works. Done with this widget. Ah yes. Drag it to the trash icon. Oh. I accidentally went into alarms. Whatever. Let's just get rid of it. Yeah, this is just Android. Whatever. Can I get rid of this? Yeah. Don't need that anymore. Obviously, yeah, we have a calculator. Massive buttons. How do you times then? I can't even do shift. Okay, so I have to press the button. Right. Yeah, that is a calculator. Let's exit that. I have to configure an Exchange account just to open the calendar. No. Camera isn't going to work because there's no camera. Yeah, it's just stopped. Okay. Well, clock. Okay, it's like it actually uses the wallpaper as a background. That's cool. Let's just go back out of that. There's a DevTools section. I wonder what that is. Bad behavior. Oh, I can crash everything. That's great. Yeah, that's a thing. What about gallery? Do we have any pictures in here? No, it just wants an SD card again. Obviously the camera's not going to work because we just saw that and it didn't work. Global time. Yeah, it's actually got a 3D globe. rendered quite poorly. What's Jetboy? Is this a game? Oh wow, it's an audio engine demo. Okay. Help Jetboy get through the asteroid field. Blast the asteroids in time with the beat and listen to the music respond. Use your fire button and then something else which I can't read. Wow, okay. No idea how you play this, but whatever. Let's just leave that. What's latitude? Is this like a map thing? I'm guessing. Oh, it requires a working data connection, which, yeah, we don't have. And I highly doubt plugging in my USB Wi-Fi adapter is going to make a difference. Because, well, I mean, it didn't make a difference with any of the other operating systems. It's designed for Windows and Mac anyway, so... How about Lunar Lander? Press up to play. Okay. So it wants me to land in the green. That did not work. Come on. Too fast. Right, let's leave this. Maps, that's not going to work because it needs a data connection, I imagine. Yeah, okay, let's just leave that. Messaging. Will this actually do anything to... Hi. And yeah, no, it's not going to work because there's no service. But, I mean, it's actually trying to send something, which is funny, so... music, is there anything? No. Okay. I wonder if I put in a USB drive. I wonder if anything will appear. Yeah, I do have an MP3 player here. There's infamous Soul Chucker featured in Dankpod's video that one time. Although, I think the battery's actually dead because I haven't used it for that long. It won't power on. Well, hopefully, when I use this USB cable to plug it into the PC, it will at least power on. Let's plug it into a rear USB port. Oh, okay, well, that does not look good. That's a swelling battery if I've ever seen one. It's only been like a few months since I last used it. But, oh, stuff is actually appearing. Okay, well, it's actually reading stuff from the MP3 player. I'll just get something that's not copyrighted. So I can listen to stuff on Android on a 2004 PC with a Pentium 4 CPU. That's pretty cool. I am just going to pause this and immediately exit out of all this. And then I will just unplug this MP3 player straight away because, yeah, that battery... But literally, it's only been like a few months since I last used it and it was fine. And I've left it and now the battery is like... That is bad. Battery's low. Yeah, that's going to have to be thrown away, I think. But I was at least able to play some music off it for the last time. That was pretty cool though, being able to use USB devices on here. I didn't think that would actually work straight away. We have a notepad, which obviously is just what it is, I imagine, if it opens. What's in here? Oh, SD card unexpectedly removed. Whatever. The notepad does not actually work. Okay. Phone. Well, I mean, I can type numbers, but it's not going to actually be able to call... No, it just stopped. Okay. Snake. Oh god, it's gone sideways. Okay. This is too slow. I think I'm going to leave. What's spare parts? Battery history. Yeah, it's not going to work, so no battery. Yeah, it just says 100%, of course. AC power. Window animations. Yeah, this is all just developer stuff. I can make the font extremely large. Do I dare? Yes. Lovely. Speech recorder. I can do sound recording, but obviously this, again, there's no microphone, so it's not going to work, and yeah, it's crashed. There's a video section. An error was encountered on your SD card. Alright, cool. And there's a YouTube app as well, which obviously is not going to work, but it's pretty cool to see YouTube from, like, I guess 15, 16 years ago. I think Android 2.2 is 2009, so yeah, but obviously, yeah, this isn't going to work. I could try the Wi-Fi adapter, but I highly doubt it'll do anything. Let's just see. Here it is. Must have shown it a million times in this video at this point, but let's just plug it in and see. It works. Error. Yeah, what a surprise. Does not work. I could try restarting the operating system maybe. Is there an option anywhere to turn off? What if I press the power button on the PC? Oh, okay, that actually worked. Let's reboot and see. Yes, that's exactly what I want to do. Ah, there we go. Right, F12. Yeah, select the CD-ROM. My guess is that this still won't work. Let's see. So yeah, this is basically back to the beginning before I did anything. Right, settings. Wireless. Turn on Wi-Fi. Nah, still doesn't work. That doesn't surprise me. I'll just eject the wireless adapter for now. Yeah, there wasn't even a green light showing up on it, so yeah, it does. It's only for Windows and Mac, so I guess it's not a surprise that it didn't work. But anyway, this is pretty much it for Android. That's all I can really show. It's nothing else really. I mean, it works. Didn't work on the iConnect PC, but it works on the iMedia from 1 year later. All it really has extra is SSE 2 and 3, but there we go. It's cool that works. I'll just press the power button on the PC. Yeah, let's press power off. And your machine will shut down. Yeah, let's do that. Might take a minute, but yeah, I'll just wait for this to shut down. So that's that. That's Android on the, not the iConnect PC, but the iMedia here. And there we go. That's that. I suppose I should eject the disk though. Might as well. I'll just turn it back on. Then just take the disk out. There we go. Oh yeah, and it's booting back up to XP Media Center Edition. But I'll now just jump cut back to the main video. I'm just gonna have to end it here, but honestly, this video, I've actually really enjoyed this. I'll just eject the disk now, might as well, because that's just not gonna boot. But yeah, Android x86, the only one that didn't install or run at all. Everything else actually did though. So yeah, in order, we managed to do Windows 98, followed by Windows 8 Developer Preview, and then Ubuntu 10.04, 32-bit, Linux Lite 2.2, 32-bit, Q4 OS, Aquarius, and we got Haiku OS, and of course, yeah, Android didn't work. Well, with that, this is the end of the 1000 subscriber special. Before this video ends, I must give a thank you to everyone that took time to suggest different operating systems to try out on this old PC. And it's worth mentioning that in the future, I might even consider suggestions that I haven't looked at in this series. The continued support is greatly appreciated. I still can't believe the channel is well over 1000 subscribers and will probably even reach 1500 soon. I hope you've enjoyed this 1000 subscriber special series, and I hope you're excited for future videos coming soon. Yeah, that battery is gone. It's not even swelled that bad, but it's enough to the point where the screen was popping out, so in the bin it goes. For those of you somehow still watching this far in to the video, it genuinely works. Maybe it isn't that surprising, but yeah. Thanks for watching.